in the previous episode.
It's the day you all waited for. This is going to be the paint the body is going to be painted with. It's super smelly here. I'm gonna go and get myself a coffee because that's the only thing that will keep me alive until 1 o'clock in the morning. Holy shit! This is the... I don't know how to call... Oh my god, it's so hot in here, like insane. The rims are done, ready for painting. Ooh. They're covering this part which will be blue, and I love this blue. It's such a subtle shade of blue, but it's just that perfect shade of blue. Are you? Oh, there you go. 1, 2. Yes. 3. Where's the 4th one? Yeah. 4. Alright guys, so what you see here are 4 suspension shocks, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. And as you see here, the plastic is so degraded. The plastic actually degrades with time, so you see how easily it cracks. I have 2 options here. Either I can 3D print them, either I can make them out of metal. And I'm slightly leaning towards metal ones because the metal ones I can actually polish, and I love how they look polished. But this is not what concerns me now. What concerns me is that the shock sort of bends like that. If the rod itself is bent, then the shock is fucked. You never know until you disassemble them. So my task now is to completely tear them apart into smallest pieces. So let's stop talking and start disassembling those bad boys. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're done. I hope it's not loaded. Yeah, it was a bit loaded. Ooh. All right. I like when parts can be disassembled easy. I have no idea how much it pisses me off when you have to apply hellish force to unscrew one little bolt. Like this is one of the most annoying feelings while working on old bikes. So, as you see, they've been powder coated back in the time, and it's coming out with the brush pretty hard. So I'll consider sandblasting them, but if I'll start sandblasting them, I will sandblast everything here, because why just doing them? I can do everything here. All right. Yep, there is a sealing ring inside. It's very hard, which is a bad sign. Those bushings are very loose. This is the cylinder. I can see if it's good or not. I'm quite sure I'll have to polish it a little bit. Next thing is this sealing ring, which feels pretty hard. I will take this whole bit with me to the shop and try to find as much parts as possible. See you tomorrow. Another 2 tires. Those came from Moscow. God damn, they tightened this so good. Oh god, I have to use something. Those damn Russians always ruining everything. I'm joking, guys. I love my Russian friends. God damn, they help me so much. What would I do without my Russian friends? Alright guys, I love unboxing so much. Oh damn boy, look at that. They still have those original stamps. 1, 2, and then the third one is here, but it's kind of faded. So for a pair of 70s tires, they look so good. They look so preserved. God damn, I'm so lucky. There is a way to know if a tire has cracks. You just bend it like that. I literally see nothing on the surface. Alright, next thing what I bought is suspension fluid for those thingies. Yep. You see those? They obviously leak a little bit of oil every time I do this. So what I did is I bought a set of new sealing rings for the suspension shocks. Yep, I found them. Secondly, what I bought is those dampers. They stay in here, inside here. Now with my hands clean, I'm going to touch this holy grail. What am I waiting? I have to cut this. Feels like Christmas. Just imagine. Oh yeah, boy. Oh my god. They're so rigid and soft at the same time. Daddy Chris is happy. So what I have to do now is to replace all those old rubber rings. Also, I would actually need to replace those bronze bushings, and I have to go to my neighbor who owns a lathe. He will make me a few of them, 4 of them actually. Why? It's because those ones are pretty worn out. You see? It wobbles so badly. So I have to do the same for all of those. So that was the second one. Now we need to do the same for the third one and the fourth one. Да, хорошо, до свидания. Alright guys, I finally have every tiny bit I need to assemble those suspension shocks. It was a hell of a pain in the ass to find everything, but I found it. And I can finally start assembling them. And also, you know what? I decided to paint them white instead because, well, take a look at the whole project. You see, it's painted in such a bright, beautiful color combination of light blue and white, and painting them black would ruin the whole picture. So I just decided to go with the flow and paint as many parts the same bright color combination as the scooter is too. Moving on to the next parts. Those are some bushings which regulates the tension of the springs. They are going to be polished and properly sanded too. Alright, moving on to the next parts. Those are the springs. Look how beautiful they look now. I will try to find a picture of them or a slice of a video how they looked previously. And this is how they look now. So what I've done with them, first of all, I sandblasted them properly as much as I could. Yes. I think like 98% of this part has been properly sandblasted. Then what I've done, I came back home and polished a half of this spring. Then a whole box of parts, including those springs, have been shipped to a zinc coating workshop, and this is what I got back. A half which has been polished looks very beautiful and shiny, and a half of it is just dull. And I'll explain you why. They're going to be half covered, so there is absolutely no need to polish this upper part. So I made those dust caps out of stainless steel in replacement for the old shitty cracky plastic ones. Alright, now moving on to the last parts. I'm quite sure you remember me sending those leads to my neighbor who owns a lathe so he could cut me those bronze bushings and press them in. Well, he took a look at the original suspension shock rods and he told me they're absolutely useless, and there is a reason for that. Well, first of all, I damaged them here. Second of all, they're slightly bent here. Third of all, you kinda see the coating from here till here is absolutely wiped out. So what he recommended me is to look for a replacement, and I found them. Those four are the shafts from a car trunk gas shocks. So after finding them, I just went to my neighbor, he sliced the shock open, removed the rod, put them in a lathe, and cut a thread exactly like on the original suspension rod from one side, and cut this kind of a step with a little 10mm thread at the end. So what's left for me to do with them is to cut a slot like that for the spanner to help me, well, tighten them. And then I have to make a hole just like that. Alright guys, let's not wait any further. Let's get to the work. That's not even it. That's not it. Next stage. fourth one. Ooh. I will take a little rest. Jesus Christ. Come on, it's too much. Alright guys, as you see, I have everything here absolutely ready to start assembling the suspension shocks. It took me a while, but it's worth it. Because that's exactly how I saw those suspension shocks in my head. And if I think about something, I'm just too paranoid of changing something about my idea. I just want to get it exactly as I see in my head. So let's not wait any longer and just jump right into it. So I have a syringe which have 10 milliliters, so I'll put 5 of those and a half of it at the end. Let's go. I really wanted to show you that. No leaks, nothing here, nothing in here, and nothing on the shaft itself. Everything works fantastic. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Got it done. Oh my god, this was a pain in the ass. What I'll need is a piece of paper to stick it in here. A little bit of protection won't hurt. Let's go. Okay, we have a breakthrough. Wonderful.
Alright, so this is the very moment when I hit myself with this suspension shock right at my face. And the reason it happened is that I was trying to work out the pumping effect of the suspension shock by pushing it down and pulling it back a few times more. And then I pulled it up once again. The suspension shock slipped out of the vise, hitting me right into my face, slicing my lower lip open. The blood rushed everywhere. I went to the emergency to get myself stitched. And lately I was thinking, would that be okay? Whoring myself into getting more views by letting you watch me get hurt. I came to the conclusion that I should not include this slice of the recording into my video. So yeah, there is just a picture of me a few milliseconds before I get hurt. Yeah, alright, let's get back to the video.
Alright, the third one is done. Now, the last one. Now we need to turn it around. Alright, it came through. Such a pain in the ass. Alright, the last pin. Right in. Woo! Look at this beauty. Bro, this is fantastic. Let's put this one together with the previous 3. Holy Jesus Christ, just give me some strength right now. And a cup of coffee, of course. guys, so that's going to be it for this video. God damn, it's been such a roller coaster, Jesus Christ. But I finally replaced what has been broken, repair what was used, or replaced what was used. I bought a lot of new parts for those suspension shocks. I made a few parts myself, which were original, not here. But I don't necessarily think it makes scooter look worse. It makes it look way better than it was before, so that's a win-win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you want to support this channel, there are two amazing ways you can do this. First of all, there is a link of my PayPal account in the description where you can go and donate as much as you're willing to. Or you can go down into the description of this video too and click on my eBay store, where you can buy my ASG Designs decals, which are you already familiar with. But there is something new. My old brand new merch, ASG Designs, stainless steel metal badges.
It's a two-piece set made out of high-quality stainless steel. It's of a perfectly balanced size and minimalistic design, meaning it will nicely fit on almost any item, piece of clothing, traveling gear, car or motorcycle panel you will decide to apply it onto. Both pieces have two 1mm diameter holes meant for riveting them onto the surface of your choice, but they also could be simply glued if the surface condition makes it possible. It nicely fits in your pocket. You could rivet it onto your jacket. It nicely sits on a backpack. If you're totally out of your mind, you could also drink it.
Ooh, tastes like money. So guys, I'm very glad to review you my new ASG Designs merch, which will be available on my eBay store very soon. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. The allergy is going to fucking kill me one day. Jesus fucking Christ.